This is the future. Evolution.
Hello everyone, what's up? Hope you're all doing well. So we are going to begin by hiding just one eyebrow. So you want to choose which side is going to be the skull and which side is going to be the normal side. Then grabbing either an eyebrow pencil or I'm using a thick white pencil, the NYX Jumbo pencil in milk. I'm just going to create the really basic shapes of the skull. And then I'm just going to fill the rest in white. I'm using the Crayolant Super Colour in white, which is like a cream paint. You don't need to worry about details or anything like that at this point. By the way, all the products will be listed in the description box below. Next, I'm grabbing some foundation. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. You just want to apply this to the rest of your face. I'm using a beauty blender to do so, and just imagine you were doing your makeup like on a normal day. Grabbing an eyebrow pencil, I'm just going to fill in my brow, and then taking some concealer. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I'm going to apply this underneath my brow. This is going to both sharpen and define it and also highlight my brow bone. Moving on to the eye, you want to prime this, and I'm going to create a cut crease, and I decided to go for a kind of nudish colour because I wanted it to contrast with the neon colours on the other side. I love to create a cut crease. It's completely up to you how you want to do this though. You can do a normal eyeshadow look, and so I'm just basically grabbing some black and an angled brush, and I'm just going to sketch out the shape of the cut crease, and then I'm going in with the orange and I'm just going to start filling in the colour, and I'm creating an effect so it goes from a black to an orange. Next, I've applied some gold on the rest of my eyelid, and then I've gone in with a white eyeliner and separated the gold and the orange. This is just to really sharpen and clean it up. And then I'm going in with an eyeliner and I'm just going to create a wing. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner for this. I'm then going in with the NYX False Blacks and I'm applying this underneath my eye. And then grabbing some contour, I'm just going to go ahead and contour my cheekbone, my forehead and my jaw. Then taking some highlighter, I'm going to apply this onto my cheekbone. And then grabbing a lash, I'm going to apply this. I'm only applying lashes on the one side. Moving back onto the other side, if you have a shaved side then feel free to fill that in as well. And then I'm taking the Helen Cosmetics Neon Pigments, and I'm just literally going to take my eyeshadow brush and just pack on different colours here and there. I'm creating patches of colours and making them so that they softly transition from one to another. I'm trying my best to make it in colour order as well, and for this I'd say a top tip is to just use dabbing motions. This is going to create the strongest pigment and it's going to look badass. By the way, this is why I used a cream paint, because I think it's so much easier for the eyeshadow to stick to and the pigments seem to be stronger. On the side of my head I've created this black line, and then I'm just blending out the black, and this is going to create a bit more of a 3D look. And then I'm just going to continue on adding some colours. A little sneaky trick that I've applied here is on the raised and highlighted areas I've gone for bright colours such as yellow or green, like on my forehead for an example, and for the deeper areas and the darker shaded areas I've gone for purples and blues. Then just taking my brush and the black, I'm just going to define all the shapes like the jaw and stuff, and then fill the inside in black. Next, I'm going to grab some white and I'm going to create the basic shape of the T. As you can see, I'm leaving gaps in between each one because this is going to help me on the next step. Next, I'm taking a fine brush and some eyeshadow. I'm mainly using black. I'm just going to apply this onto the areas where I think the shadow would hit, or just areas where I feel it's going to make the look pop. So mainly around the edges, but not actually touching the actual edge. Then I'm going in with a white eyeliner and I'm just going to highlight the edges. It's very simple, literally just white lines. Then just grabbing some black, I'm just going to fill in the nose, and then I'm also taking a purple and I'm just going to fill the insides in just a slight hint of purple, but not too much. Next, we're really going to define and clean up the edge, so I'm going in with a eyeliner and I'm going to create a cracked effect. So kind of like zigzaggy lines, and I'm creating lines that go onto my face as well to create cracks. Next, I'm taking a black eyeshadow and a small brush, and I'm just going to apply this onto the edges. Make sure it's only on the skull side. This is going to seriously make the entire look pop. It's going to create a 3D illusion and will trick the eye into thinking that the skull is behind the skin. You want the black to be much more intense as it goes towards the cracks, and then you want it to fade out as it goes away. So take your time and just build it up slowly. You don't want to add too much product at once. If you need to, you can tap off the excess product from your brush or wipe it on a piece of tissue. Feel free to bounce from the eyeliner to the eyeshadow and just keep playing around and building it up until you're happy. Moving on to the neck and chest area, I'm just going to extend the cracks and create the effect that it's creeping onto my body. Using your eyeliner and eyeshadow, I'm just creating some extra details like the hole on my face and a crack as well. And then, very similar to what I did on my nose, I'm just going to apply a hint of pigments onto my eyelid as well, but I'm not making this too bright and intense because I want it to be deep and hollow. Grabbing some eyeliner, you want to outline each of the tooth now, and then I'm also creating lines coming from in between each of the tooth, and I'm extending the lines quite far. Then I'm taking the white cream paint that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to apply this all around the edges of the cracks, this time on the human side. This is going to create highlights, and then you just kind of want to fade out the lines a little bit. Grabbing some white eyeliner, I'm just going to create some more highlights, and then grabbing a black eyeshadow, I'm just going to apply this in between my teeth, and just keep playing around. Go ahead, highlight, shadow, shadow, highlight, all of that good stuff. And then finally, apply your contact lens. I know you're supposed to apply contact lenses last, but I can't see properly in these blind contacts. I mean, they are called blind for a reason. The contact lens that I'm using is the Blind White by Mesmerize. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Now you can become a badass rave skull yourself. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and also feel free to follow me on Instagram at GothSpectrum. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.
This is the future.